If you are thinking about quitting your job, thinking about leaving corporate, or thinking about applying to another role, you need this video because we're going to talk about what nobody tells you, even if you're not going to start a business like I did. I am Taylor M. Lassane. This is Shine Career Studio. These are the things I wish someone would have told me. If you haven't already caught my exit from Google story and why I left, if I was fired, if you have those questions, then you want this video, okay? But before you think about leaping to another job or exiting corporate altogether, these are the things that you need to know. When you leave whatever familiar space you have been in and jump to the next new thing, whether that's starting a business or doing something at another company, you not only gain freedom, but you lose your structure. And that is the part that people don't always talk about. No one is there providing you with what to do, how to do it, when to do it. You don't have a performance ladder. You don't have the milestones. You don't define what your deliverables are, what your measurement tools are. Then you will literally be floating through, wondering why you don't feel like you're accomplishing anything. If you don't have external clarity in your environment or that clarity changes, then you need to have it internally. And a lot of us do not have internal clarity. And when we make decisions like this, it exposes the lack of internal clarity very quickly. If you're leaving one corporation or one role and jumping to another, you will still have some clarity, but it changes because you have a different manager, you have a different team, you may even have a whole different company. So now you have new language to learn, new people, new standards, new expectations, both the spoken and the unspoken ones, and you have to figure it out. What's the ladder of performance? When am I promoted? How long do I have to stay here before I'm promoted? What does it look like to perform well? How do I exceed expectations? What are the expectations? How do I define them? All of that. Whole new world. Can you hear it playing? Is it Aladdin? It's just you if you're an entrepreneur. It's just blank. Hello, hello. Is anybody there? No, it's you. You're there. It's you. You're talking to you. It's an echo. And that is something. It will, it will eat the world up if you let it. And I have a lot of friends who are literally looking for jobs right now because entrepreneurship ate them up and spit them out. I have a book recommendation. If you want it, drop a comment and let me know because this book is changing my entire view on how to run my business, how I structure things, how I frame my mind. Whew, baby. The second thing is this: decision fatigue is real. And if you are a leader, somebody who has already been having to make a lot of decisions and having people look to you for clarity, then you know how taxing it can be to try to define everything for everybody at all times. But what you don't realize is that when you take a leap, when you move into a new role, you change something about your environment, you quit corporate altogether, now you decide everything. So when you work on things, what you work on, how you enroll people, who works on those things with you, who you hire to work on things, how much you pay them, what is the scope of their work? Like you're the person hiring the consultants. Now, if you were in corporate and you were doing RFPs and you were procuring services, you got to do that now for like every part of your business, not just one part. Welcome. And if you're not starting a business and you're doing this in corporate, but you're just leaving a job or switching what you do in your role, then you now have new people making decisions for you. You don't know how they structure their thought processes and what's important to them and what they're prioritizing. And you have to learn all that because in order for your decisions to matter in this new role or in this new company, you need to know what matters to the people above you because you need your work to be aligned. Okay. You don't ever want all the leaders to be talking about this and you over here talking about that. No, no, no. You want everybody on the same page. You know that corporate word synergy? You need that because that's how you get promoted. That's how you get visible. That's how you make a career that actually has impact. You need to know what they're thinking, which means you need to understand how they make decisions. What are they talking about in their meetings? What is their boss worried about? What's keeping them up at night? You can figure that out and then solve that and align your work to that. Now you're cooking with grease, okay? But anything else, the stove not on. The stove not on. You think the pot is hot, it's not. You are boiling water with no heat. And do you know what that gets you? Nothing. Nowhere. And I don't want that for you. All right. So the third one is one that I least expected when I got into this journey. And it is that the identity shift that you make is way more important than the strategy shifts. Your strategy is going to shift. If you've ever worked in a corporation, you know things change. The strategy shifts. You set goals at the beginning of the year and you look back at them things in November and you're like, oh, and that's normal in a corporate environment. But if you move into an entrepreneurial environment, that change feels like a landslide. It feels like a mudslide. It feels like an earthquake. Okay. It feels like someone literally took your foundation from under you anytime something changes. You have a plan, you have a timeline, you're going to deliver X, Y, Z in elemental P, and then a shakeup. It is stuff that changes that you cannot control. And as someone who is literally certified in change management, if I'm shook by change and I'm trained to manage it, I can only imagine. Okay. And so I need you to know that this is coming. I need you to expect it. I need you to be prepared. And I need you to have a strategy and a plan for support, because trying to go it alone when you're navigating new waters, starting a new business, a new role, whatever it is that you're doing that's different, it's an identity shift. The strategy is going to shift. You should be used to that. But who you have to be, the mindset you need to hold if you're a new leader, new director, new executive, and now you're in this new position, or you've built a company and now you are also a new executive, right? Because now you're the CEO of something, not just a worker or a manager of other people's work. If you're moving companies, this applies to you too, because you're literally shifting the identity that you hold and what you thought you knew at your other role, other company, all of that shifts. And that can change your internal dialogue about how you see yourself, how other people see you. And that'll get you up here. Okay. That'll get you up here. If you are not secure and stable and clear about what you want and how you see things, this will wreck you. And I don't want that for you. Trust me. Been there, done that, bought that t-shirt. And the reason for all of that is because this is not about what you accomplish and what strategy steps you take. This is about who you become. This journey, especially exiting corporate altogether, is a literal decoupling of your identity from who you saw yourself as and what you saw yourself doing to the current reality, which is this whole new world. Again, cue the Jasmine, okay? Editors is me. I'm editor. But that is literally what's changing for you. And if you don't realize that, you will miss it and you will keep tweaking strategy and trying to change stuff without realizing it's you who needs to change. How you view things, your mindset, the way you approach the work, the way you prioritize the work, the way you show up and deliver the work, all of that has to change. And it can be very unsettling to have that amount of change, especially in such a core and integral part of your life. But that is why doing it with support is so helpful, because coaches like myself are trained to ask you the right questions, help you get to the bottom of what it is that you want, how you want to get there, what it looks like to honor your values in this transition, and what identity you will hold in this new space. A lot of us don't define that. We define the what, we don't define the who. And then you get there and you're like, who am I? I don't know. Well, then you're asking people and you're looking for other people to define it for you. Nah, that's not what you want, especially if you are a leader of people, a leader of teams. Your whole org might need realigning and shifting and getting clear, because without that, they can't deliver the work. So that's why I host corporate workshops, team building exercises, and offsite. And that is why I do the work that I do in group and one to one coaching, because it's a literal unlock. And when you get it, you get it. But if you don't got it, it's hard. Trust me. Take it from somebody who has been through it, done it, and is still learning it right now. These are things I have bought and battle tested, not stuff I read somewhere. This is my lived experience. And I'm sharing it with you in hopes that it will help you unlock some things and be clearer, be better, and show up how you want to show up. And if you are trying to see clearer, move bolder, and shine brighter in your career, then you need Shine Career Studios. Check the description box below and sign up for one of our Q&A calls. We'll be here answering questions, totally free, just to hear where you're at and how we can support you. So this is what I want you to take with you. And if you don't remember anything else, whether you are thinking about leaving your job, leaving corporate altogether, whatever transition you are managing, you need to stop waiting for clarity and you need to create it for yourself. Don't wait on someone to deliver it. Don't wait on that next reorg to define your next role and how you're going to show up. No, no. You're not waiting on them to hand you the clarity. You are creating it within yourself based on what you value, based on what your non negotiables are. And that is the work that you can do with the support of a coach. If you can get clear, you can know what to do, how to do it. That is empowering. That is what opens doors, and that is what allows you to show up like you never expected to shine. So that's what I want for you. If this was helpful, share it with that work friend. Tell them, hey, before we leap into whatever's next, we need a plan, and give them this, and y'all be accountability partners. Okay. And then you drop in the comments what you're holding yourself accountable to. Are you already in a new situation? Did you jump? And what are you noticing? What's surprising you? Let me know down in the comments what your experience has been like. I would love to hear from you, and I would love to see you in the next Q&A call. So make sure you sign up for one of those. If this video was helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. We are here every week. We've got a Friday morning prayer call if you want to fill your spirit up. And if you're trying to get clear in your career, this is the place you need to be. Remember, wherever you go, wherever you do, be the light. Bye.